Hi friends, it's me, Miss Danae. I got some people here with me today. We got Mrs. Blanc and Miss Dee Dee. And we're going to read you a couple stories. Each of us have a fun story today to read to you guys for the last day of school. And actually throughout the summer, I'm going to keep posting videos about my garden and maybe some story time videos. So check the YouTube every once in a while and maybe you'll see an update on those vegetables. Maybe see if we make it into salsa or something. So, if you're ready for a story, find a seat. If you're ready for a story, find a seat. If you're ready for a story, check your hands and then your feet. If you're ready for a story, find a seat. You want to read first?
I sure will. I'm so glad to be with you, friends. My first time to read on a video for you, and I'm choosing a book called It's the Bear by Jez Alberl. And he was so talented, he also illustrated the book. And if you remember, illustrating means that he drew the pictures. And he wrote the book, so that means he put the words into the book. And in this book, before I start it, I wanted to mention to you that there's a word in this book that maybe we're not familiar with, and it's called a picnic. And I don't know if some of you have had a picnic before, but you notice today we are outside in a very familiar spot on our playground. And so that gives you a little bit of a clue what a picnic might be. We can have meals like breakfast time, our lunch in the middle of the day, or some people call it dinner. And then our night meal, I call supper, but some people might call dinner. And so if that gives you a little bit of a hint as to what it is. Anybody have an idea?
Let's read the story.
Let's find out, and then we'll answer that question of what a picnic is. It has to do with outside, and it has to do with eating food. Eddie doesn't want to come and picnic in the woods with Mom. I'm scared, he said, about the bear, the great big bear that lives in there. A bear, said Mom. That's silly, dear. We don't get great big bears around here. There's just you and me and your Teddy Freddy. Now let's all get the picnic ready. We've got lettuce, tomatoes, and cream cheese spread with hard-boiled eggs and crusty brown bread. There's orange juice, cookies, some chips, and oh my, I've forgotten to pack the blueberry pie. I'll dash back and get it, she said. Won't be long. But Mom, gasped Eddie. Too late. She had gone. Uh-oh. I wonder how Eddie is feeling right now. He's all alone in the woods. He sat on the basket and tried not to cry. Then, I can smell food, yelled a voice from nearby. It's the bear, cried Eddie. Where can I hide? Then he opened the basket and clambered inside. Uh-oh. Do you think Eddie's going to fit in that picnic basket? Oh, my goodness. He's got to fit in there real tight. Then out of the tree stepped a big hungry bear, licking his lips and sniffing the air. A teddy bear's picnic, he bellowed. Hooray! Help, whispered Eddie. He's coming this way. Oh, you see little Eddie? What do we see to know that he's in that basket? You see his little eyes peeking out? There he is. I wonder if the bear will notice him. He cuddled his teddy, he huddled and hid, and then a great big bear bottom sat down on the lid. The bear munched and he crunched, he chomped and he chewed, and greedily gobbled up all of the food. Oh my goodness, Eddie, remember, is in that basket. And the bear is sitting on top of him. You think Eddie's okay? Goodness, it looks like the basket's still sitting up. Now, what's for dessert, said the bear. Let me see. Oh, please, whimpered Eddie. Don't let it be me. Don't let him see me. Don't let him come. Help! Shouted Eddie. There he popped the lid. I want not my mom. Oh, does the bear look like he's gonna hurt Eddie? Oh, you know what I noticed? It looks like the bear's hugging his teddy. I think he's feeling a little scared by Eddie, shouting so loud. No goodness. Eddie, I'm coming, called Mom. Are you hurt? It's the bear, cried Eddie. He thinks I'm dessert. A bear, said Mom. I told you, dear. Your Freddie's the only bear around here. No, he's not, screamed Eddie. Behind you, he's there. Don't be silly, said Mom. There can't be. There just can't be. There isn't. A bear! Uh-oh. Now she sees the bear. And what did you notice? What's flying up in the air? Remember what she went home to get? That blueberry pie. I bet it's going to land in the hands of the bear. Yum. I told you, cried Eddie. Run, shouted Mom. Blueberry pie, said the bear. I love it. Yum, yum. Who got the blueberry pie?
I wish I got the blueberry
bear.
pie.
So did you think about what a picnic might be? If you guess that a picnic is when you eat outside, that's what a picnic is. It could be on a bench, it could be on a blanket on the ground, but it's when you eat food outside.
Want to go first? You want me to read?
You go ahead.
All right, so we got Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, and this is by Bill Martin Jr. and John Archambault, and illustrated by Lois Ehlert. Hey, you know, we've seen that name a couple times reading these stories that she's written and drawn a couple books. So that's pretty interesting. So we got Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. Oh, do you hear that, guys? Got the whole alphabet right here going on. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom by Bill Martin Jr. and John Archambault, and illustrated, which means she drew the pictures, by Lois Ehlert. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. A told B and B told C, I'll meet you at the top of the coconut tree. Wee, said D to E, F, G, I'll beat you to the top of the coconut tree. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, will there be enough room? Here comes H up the coconut tree. And I and J and tag along K, all on their way up the coconut tree. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, will there be enough room? Look who's coming, LMNOP. And QRS and TUV. Still more, W and XYZ. The whole alphabet up the, oh no. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. Skit Scat Scoodle Doot, Flip Flop Flee, everybody running to the coconut tree. Mamas and papas and uncles and aunts hug their little dears, then dust their pants. Help us up, cried ABC. Next from the pile up comes Skid-Knee D, and Stub-Toe E, and Patched Up F, then here comes G, all out of breath. See that? They all fell out of the coconut tree. H is tangled up with I, and J and K are about to cry. L is knotted like a tie. See that? He looks like a bow tie there. M is looped and N is stooped. O is twisty alley-ooped. Skit, scat, scattle, doot, flip, flop, flee. Look who's coming. It's Black-Eyed P. QRS and Loose Tooth T. Tongue twister. Right. Then UVW, Wiggly Jiggly Free. Last to come, XYZ. And then the sun goes down on the coconut tree. But, Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, look, there's a full moon. A is out of bed, and this is what he said. Dare, double dare, you can't catch me. I'll beat you to the top of the coconut tree. Chicka, chicka, boom, boom. The end. All right, Miss Dee Dee's turn.
Hey, I'm having a hard time with the sun. Hopefully I'll be able to read the story. I have The Night Before Summer Vacation.
Ooh.
And actually, this is kind of the last day of our school, so it is kind of the night before your summer vacation. It is by Natasha Wing and illustrated by Julie Durrell. Sorry, guys. Introduction. Hopefully you guys can all see. 'Twas the night before leaving on summer vacation. My family was bursting with anticipation. Anticipation means you're excited. Oh, look, Mom's got her hands full. Dad made a checklist, which he checked as he went. The bug spray, the backpacks, the umbrella, and tent. Maybe some of you will get to go stay in a tent this summer. Sometimes if we couldn't go anywhere, we sat. Mom grabbed the graham crackers and stuffed for s'mores. Oh boy, s'mores are so yummy. With the graham cracker and the marshmallow and the chocolate. Oh ho ho, yum. See, there's the marshmallows and the graham crackers, and that looks like the chocolate bars. Well, they've got all kinds of goodies to take on there. They're taking a watermelon. Sorry. Okay, oh my goodness, what does Dad have? We carried out helmets, the canoe, and the oars. Remember my raft, my snorkel and bike, plus Petey's doggy bowls and Jimmy's new trike. They must have a big car. Take all that stuff with them camping. Look at him with his tricycle and his oar.
He's mixed up.
Right. Down from our attic, our suitcases came. Mom whistled and shouted as if reffing a game. In bathing suits, in flip-flops, in sunblock and hats, in flashlight, in lounge chairs, and wiffle ball bats. To the top of the pile, to the top of the heap. Now pack away, 5 layers deep. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of stuff to pack. Oh, they got a lot of suitcases. Oh my goodness. We stuffed and we filled every inch of the shell like a water balloon that started to swell. Oh my goodness, I hope it stays. Mom looks a little worried. Done with our packing, we ate dinner at last. Then we got out the scrapbooks of vacations past. They took pictures from some of their vacations from before. They're looking at those. There were photos of us at the Museum of Toasters, and my father and I riding a fast roller coasters. Dad and I riding fast roller coasters. Here's Jimmy on Babe with me and Paul Bunyan. Hey, that's in Minnesota, guys. The world's largest onion, and there's Mom beside the world's largest onion. Oh my goodness, they have seen some sights. If you get to go on vacation, you can always send a picture to one of us, and we would love to see what fun stuff you do during the summer. We laughed about trips we've taken before. Our week at the beach did nothing but pour. Oh, rain the whole time. It was so cold that we all wore our fleeces, but we finished a puzzle with 2,000 pieces.
I've only done 1,000.
That's a lot, too.
That's a lot. Well, I guess if you're stuck in the house for a whole week, might have time.
Or 2 months.
Or 2, yeah. True. At last it was time to climb into our beds, where visions of marshmallows danced in our heads. I think they're dreaming of making s'mores.
Me too.
In the morning, Dad shouted, "Get up, rise and shine, it's 3:45. Let's leave here on time." 3:45? I am like sound asleep by that time.
The sun's not even up at
No,
quarter
look
to
at that.
4.
It's still dark outside. You think the kids are going to want to get up? Then a few moments later, there arose such a clatter. We ran to the window to see what was the matter, when what to our wondering eyes should appear but Dad, the camper, and a long trail of gear. He chuckled and said, "Let's hit the road before our camper decides to explode." Oh my goodness. Remember, they kept packing and packing and packing. I don't think their car could handle it. My goodness. We all squeezed in and drove down our street. I suddenly cried out, "Yikes! We forgot Pete!" Do you remember who Pete was? I think he's the dog. Poor Pete doesn't want to stay home alone. Dad made a U-turn and Pete jumped inside. There's Pete jumping inside. Now we were ready for the 10-hour ride. Oh my goodness. You're going to do all that and they have to be in the car for 10 hours. I heard Jimmy ask as we drove out of sight, "Mommy, are we there yet?" She said, "With luck, by tonight."
That was a silly one, Miss Dee Dee.
Feel wore out by the time you come back from vacation.
Right.
And so, friends, I'm going to end it off with kind of a celebration book. And some of you that were in here in our class last year, you will maybe remember that I actually read these both at our year-end celebration. So they might have seemed familiar. And since we didn't have it at the site and just as a drive-by celebration, you can enjoy the books now. So this is a pop-up book. So this one, you will see different things just pop out at you. So it's kind of fun. And it's a sing-song book. It's called If You're Happy and You Know It, and it's by David A. Carter. And you can join in with me, okay? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Look at that kitty doing that. Oh, you know what the dog's going to do? The dog's going to wag his tail. So you can pretend you have a tail and wag it, just like this. If you're happy and you know it, wag your tail. If you're happy and you know it, wag your tail. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, wag your tail. Silly dog. Oh, you know what we have here? Not a pet. It's a skunk. That's a wild animal in Minnesota. And the skunk's going to pat. We're going to say pat your head. Like this. If you're happy and you know it, pat your head. If you're happy and you know it, pat your head. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, pat your head. And then, oh, we have a chicken. And the chicken's going to flap its wings like this. Okay? If you're happy and you know it, flap your wings. If you're happy and you know it, flap your wings. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, flap your wings. That's a farm animal. Oh, and now we have an owl. That's a night bird. And that one's we're going to say wink your eyes. When you wink, it's different than blinking. Blinking is both eyes, like this. Winking is where you kind of close one and leave the other one open. You lift your cheek up. If you're happy and you know it, wink your eyes. If you're happy and you know it, wink your eyes. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, wink your eyes. And, oh, this one's my favorite. It's the mouse. And the mouse is we're going to say touch your toes. I can't really do this one right now, but just like this, like the mouse does. See? If you're happy and you know it, touch your toes. If you're happy and you know it, touch your toes. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, touch your toes. Oh, ready for this one? This is a big pop-up. And we're going to shout, hooray, on this one. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! Hooray for a great school year with all of you. And we enjoyed having you during the school year, even though it was shortened and ended up a little bit differently. We will all remember you and wish you the best of luck when you go on to kindergarten. That's an exciting journey for you. And for those of you that will come back, we'll look forward to seeing you again next year.
Should we sing Wish You Well?
Sure. We wish you well for the summer and stay well. Yes. Here you go.
We wish you well. We wish you well. All through the day today, we wish you well. All through the summer and the rest of your lives, guys. Have a good one. Bye.